I must assume that someone needs to hear this. Today's affirmation: I am going to be patient with myself. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for your continuous support. Shame can be defined as a feeling of embarrassment or humiliation that arises in relation to the perception of having done something dishonorable, immoral, or improper. Shame differs from person to person, and shame is personal. Today we are going to break the walls of shame that we have built. We all have something shameful that makes us uncomfortable. Although we would hate for our shame to be read on a front page of a newspaper, somehow when we get a chance to read about someone else's shaming scandal, we go absolutely bananas. We attack, we laugh, and we might even find joy in their pain without asking ourselves if we may be guilty and ashamed of the same behaviors ourselves. In our society, being a good person and doing shameful things cannot go together. On one hand, you work hard to look like a good person, but on the other hand, you feel deep shame about the things you do in secret. You can put on makeup or trim your beard as a facade to hide your shame, but you can be filled with embarrassment and humiliation because your shame lives deep where it cannot be seen. I too was shameful. When I was inactive, I had an unfair advantage because being a drug addict taught me multiple languages and sales skills. At the same time, my addiction lowered my self-esteem, destroyed my self-image, and affected how I saw myself and the world around me. I was living for drugs. I was so consumed with shame that I did not want to be around those who loved and cared for me, or even those who knew me best, because I thought they could see right through me. The sad part is the time I did not spend with those I love can never be recovered. Some of my friends did not make it out of addiction alive. Some committed suicide and others are still using. After I had been on the streets for weeks on end, I wanted to go back home, but I did not know how I was going to face my loved ones because I was too ashamed I had failed them. When I was about to go home, I started contemplating what I was going to say to them. I was filled with guilt and shame, and despite all of that, I wanted to change my life for the better. When they heard the sound of my voice at the gate, they welcomed me with warmth, despite the fact that I had disappointed them and I was thirsty. As I had not bathed for weeks, they welcomed me with open arms. For me to come fully home to them, I had to go to rehab to find myself and to work on my shame. You too may be shameful because shame stops you from living your life. Shame makes you punish yourself, and truth be told, from time to time, everyone battles with shame. Sometimes self-punishment is the worst sentence any judge can sentence you to. The way you see yourself impacts how you handle other people, because shame makes you think you are worthless. There is family and relationships, and then the guilt of what you have done, which forms an invisible barrier between you and those you love. We do not always know how to deal with our past mistakes. I was ashamed to be a drug addict, so now I show up to share my shame, and similarly, I am asking you to look into your life. We all need to ask ourselves where we create situations that weigh on our shoulders, and it leaves us in a state of internal inadequacy and dishonor. I am sharing this with you to let you know that we all make mistakes and bad decisions. You do not have to commit suicide. There is hope. Today I am sober from drugs, and for those who do not know, I am blind as a result of my addiction. And despite that, I am living my life to the fullest. If I can do it, why can't you? Now I face my challenges, as life is not all roses. But what matters is that I face my challenges head on and I conquer them. We all need to share our stories, as it is fascinating to see life through someone else's eyes. The only way to overcome and conquer shame is to be honest and true to yourself and others. I'd like to take this moment to thank everyone who got us to 20 subscribers. Our channel is growing, meaning more people have the opportunity to learn how to recover from addiction and live a life free from addiction. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. From me to you, recovery from addiction. Catch you on my next video, God willingly.